This is an old book, Salatashana 2. What's up, fam? If you're not family, you can leave. Okay, now that the family's here, you can see this is a used book. Very used book. And what I advise you to do is get you some of this contact paper and cover up your old books to protect them from further damage. You see, it's not going to damage anymore because I got this contact paper over it. That's how you treasure the books. Books are treasures because a man has put his life into creating it, given his most precious commodity, which is time. So value books above all things is value in life. You know, I remember back in the school days when I had no interest in what I was being taught. And it's clear now because I I come from the master key. They couldn't teach me any master keys. In other words, the rise of Europe, all this thing they're teaching, all that came, they're bits and pieces that we gave them as our empires begin to fall. So if you're melanated, brown skin, all you know is the time of your fall. This is the rise of the human being. This is his rise, his coming. It has, in other words, that's why I say all this knowledge came from what's called America, the Moors' homeland here. We're the vanguards of knowledge. And to my African brothers and sisters, some of you in your arrogance, you look at your having your language, having your identity as a plus. Little do you know that the inspiration for you to get a measure of freedom was from here. You wasn't, in other words, first leader of Africa, Kwame Ture, yeah. They had another name for him. He was taught here at Lincoln University in the States, where he was inspired by the melanated students. Because we were fighting for our rights. We always been fighting this system. And so he was inspired by his visit to America for education to go back and bring freedom to his people. And there you had a spread of revolutionaries across the continent. It come from here. And you're not going to recognize us as a source. You're going to come back here and think we're going to be your underlings. Now, I'm doing my best to try to raise your knowledge. But you got you got to admit, y'all are depending on us for knowledge. Where did Pan-African come from? Didn't come from Africa, it came from here, Marcus Garvey. And what if you do with that independence? You didn't do much with it. But now you're waking up. I'm so happy to see my people are waking up in the motherland. But don't you forget, this is the fatherland. And you owe your awakening even this time to us over here. We have shifted the energy because the people who want to be free in here, they're already free. They got their financial freedom, whatever. They're not even looking for political freedom. We're achieving that for ourselves there. The point being made is this: don't waste your time studying Europe history, Europe civilization. It's not for you. They're making their civilization off the crumbs of your downfall. The little pieces of knowledge we gave them, they call them Renaissance. French Renaissance. What other Renaissance? Italian Renaissance. What does Renaissance mean? It means we got an input of knowledge from somewhere. They never say where that source come from, or they rarely say where that source come from. It's from the Moors. The Moors of Europe. We civilized Europe. We built the castles over there. We brought y'all electric and lights and taught y'all how to farm and how to run government. Y'all didn't know, just like the people here didn't know. So the rise of revolutionaries around the world comes at the demise of empires. So we ran empires. We're empire makers. The melanated people of the world. And as much as you try to erase our history, you cannot take it from out of us. It's in us. Yeah, you pretty much totally rewritten history, at least here in the West, where you have tried to whitewash the melanated man out of everything. But there's nothing you can look to that's come from you. Nothing. This book here, Charles Hanel. Where did he get this master key system from? Is this something that came from Europe that they created? No. These are some of the secrets of how we ruled y'all for hundreds of years. Y'all didn't have this knowledge. We had it. We gave you, bought bits and pieces, and you can never get all of it. I hope y'all listen. This is love teachings. Teaching you how to love yourself. You can never get all the knowledge from us because we are the knowledge. So I just want to share that because I thought I would spend my time reading about Marx and Engels and Hegel, and it's a waste of time. These people didn't know anything. And to prove they didn't know anything, look what their works have produced. Murder and bloodshed. Prove they're not the people of the book. They're not the people with the knowledge. And the little bit we did give them, they misused it and caused bloodshed. So the point being made is, do not follow your oppressor. You're the leader. You're not supposed to be following anybody. Leave their women alone, brothers. And after you look at your melanated woman, the most beautiful woman on the planet. How can you even look at some Oh boy, it really amazes me. You don't know who you are, man. If you leave your woman for that, I'm sorry if I got some um, non-melanated family in here, but next to all women, your women look like a piece of lard, a lump of fat. Yeah, and for a brother to want that, wow, y'all did a job. I'm telling you. And I give my hats off to y'all, Europeans, because when y'all come and get one of our women, y'all don't get the rest. Y'all don't get the bottom of the barrel. Y'all get the top of the line. Y'all get the most beautiful and most blackest, the most talented, the most God fearing. Them the women you get. And what do we do? Well, I don't say my people. What did this fallen melanated man do? He goes scrap the bottom of your barrel. The ugliest, the dumbest. I don't know, just something about that color and that hair that got him going crazy. Plumb crazy. And you deserve everything you get, brother. You deserve all the pain and suffering and horror you get. Because you deserted your queen for a serf. Well, enough on that. But all I'm teaching you is the keys to success. Y'all know our women is a piece of work. They've been abused, misused, and totally confused. But you got to do the work to bring them back. That's your work. You got to do it. Who else going to do it? Nobody going to do it. If you let the European do it, he going to take her. That's what he's doing. He's taking her from you. Look at Candace Owens. With the name of Candace, you know she's a queen. Who's she married with? He came and took her. He recognized he recognized her. He said, "Oh, this is a queen." I think about 2 weeks, this English man married her, and she was prime and ready because she saw that she didn't have no options from her own men who didn't recognize her beauty and her talent. So she had really little choice but to go on the other side. Well, let me tell you, sis, you're going to have your pain and heartaches too. Because you're going against the Creator when you do that. I don't care how deficient the melanated man may be for you. Your job is to work with him, raise him up. That's what your duty is. And not doing that, you're going to pay. Nature's going to pay you back for neglecting your duty of raising your man up. So nobody gets away. Nobody gets away. Well, I said what I had to say, what the Spirit directed me to say. And I found my family now. It's narrowed down to very few melanated people who come in here listening. But that's okay. Because if they keep these posts up, and the rest of the family come, they'll be right on time whenever they come, because I'm preparing a lot for you. So just seek out. I'm leaving breadcrumbs so you can find your family when you're ready to go home. And you're already home. I'm talking about come back to your mental powers of who you really are. So hats off to Charles Hango. He got part of our knowledge we taught him, and he's passing it on. But when you read these books, don't think this knowledge come from them. No, all knowledge come from us, and they're hatching it out, leaving out large parts of it. The parts that condemns him, he leaves out. The part that elevates us, he leaves out. If you don't have a certain amount of melanin, you cannot even read this type of knowledge. It's not for you. But this is what they do in the secret societies, is read this type of knowledge. That's how they're controlling you, melanated people. That's how they're controlling you. So take back your mind and control yourself. I'm doing it. And I'll show you how to do it if you want to know. Most of you think I don't know. So you never know what I know. You don't come ask questions. So please don't come ask me no questions, because you already know. All right, peace and love, and I'm doing my duty. And I want you to do yours. That's what it's all about. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.